Hi guys, it's Hannah here and welcome to another video with me. So today we're gonna do a full leg session, the whole legs, the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the booty and the calves. We're gonna do a full leg session just using one machine, the Smith machine. And maybe you're new to the gym and you don't feel comfortable or feel awkward like going to the squat rack, or maybe feeling awkward going to the weights where like the big guys are and you want to stand like in a corner, don't show off that much. And this is for you because the Smith machine is not that scary actually, and you have a lot of exercises to choose from after this, and you can do your workout, your whole workout in the Smith machine. Or maybe you're used to going to the gym, but like it's a full gym today and everything is already taken, it's crowded, people everywhere, the squat rack is taken, the cables are taken, the dumbbells like full everywhere. Yeah, maybe you have a Smith machine extra and you can do this as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you 21 exercises. Yeah, you heard me right. 21 exercises. And I'm gonna do the whole legs as I showed you. So from the front, the back, the booty and the calves. So I'm not saying you're gonna do a full workout like doing 21 exercises. I'm telling you that you're gonna do maybe like 5 of the exercises or 6 and choose them, like pick the ones you want, and maybe next time you're using 5 ones and the next time after that you're using 5 different ones. So this is just like helping you to get some ideas what you can do in this Smith machines. And this is definitely not all, you can do a lot more, but here's my 21 exercises. So I hope you like this, and please follow me on Instagram as well, Hanna Bäckman, yeah, and also subscribe to this channel, it would mean a lot to me, and the thumbs, yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like this. So, should we get started? I think so, yeah, let's go to the Smith machine. So before we start, of course, we're gonna do a warm-up, because when you train legs, it's really important to be warm. And when I train legs, I prefer starting on a bicycle or on the treadmill, and I prefer a little bit of running or maybe like incline walking, quite incline actually, so you get the blood flow in your legs before starting. So let's do a little warm-up. So starting with regular squats, where I'm having my feet shoulder width and my toes pointing a little bit outside, following my knees. Exercise, which is sumo squats, and here I'm still standing under the bar, but I'm keeping my feet quite wide apart and my toes a bit more pointing out, and this one focuses more on the back side, the hamstrings and the booty. Third exercise will be the front squats, and here you're keeping the bar on your chest, and this one focuses more on your quads.
side here as well as in the first exercise. Next up is heel elevated squats, meaning you're having your heels higher than your toes, standing on a weight plate for example, and this one also focuses more on your quads. More squats, but this one and the next one focusing more on the back side, your hamstrings and your glutes. First up, you're keeping your feet together and your foot placement in front of you, and you can imagine you're like sitting down on a chair while doing this, and go up again. This one is quite similar to the one before, but here you do a sumo squat instead, meaning you're keeping your feet wide apart, but still you have your foot placement in front of you. And you can also imagine here you're sitting down on a low chair and going up again. Then we have the box squats, meaning you're simply sitting down on a bench or something before going up. And you can either do like I'm doing here in the video, pausing like 3 seconds before I go up again. And this will make your glutes burn a bit more, focus that area more. You can also just touch the bench with your bum before going up, and you will not feel as much in your glutes then. As number 8, we have the bar squats on a step board, and here I'm using a triangle handle. If you don't have one, you can actually just hold the bar straight in your hands, but I prefer holding this handle because it's more convenient. When doing like this, having the bar between your legs, it allows you both to go deeper, and also you have the pressure both in front of you and behind you, because the weights are like, yeah, it is behind you and in front of you, and it actually gives you like a tough time. It's quite hard, but really good. Number 9, the vertical leg press. Lying straight under the bar, pressing the weights straight up, and this will challenge your glutes and hams. If you want, you can also do this one leg at a time, but here I'm doing both legs. Number 10, step ups using one leg at a time. And this one might look easy, but yeah, I can assure you it's not. It's actually quite heavy, so loading up a lot of weights is just waste of time. You'll see when you try it out. The focus should be on the foot or on the leg on the bench, not on the one touching the ground, because that's what it's supposed to do, just touch the ground. You should not rest on it. Moving on to lunges, and I'm doing back lunges, meaning I'm taking a step backwards, because it's a bit hard to walk in front of you when you're doing things in the Smith machine, you know. And what's important here is to keep your knee like in a straight line with your foot and not bend over your knee so it passes like your toes. And here I'm doing elevated ones, keeping my foot on or feet on a weight plate, but you can also use a step board and do the same, one leg at a time or alternate. one is a bit different because you're standing on the side and you're keeping the bar on one shoulder at a time, and you do a little kick with your knee before taking your step or making a step backwards. Number 13, and Bulgarian split squats. You probably heard of these ones and seen these ones before, and they are really good for your hams and glutes. Number 14, straight deadlifts, and this one really challenge your hams and glutes, so it's a good one. Remember to keep your back straight, keep your head and neck in a straight line with your back, and to keep your knees a bit bent, because you don't want overbent knees. The reason why I'm using a step board is because this Smith machine doesn't allow me to go all the way down, so that's only why. Sumo lifts, and just as in the sumo squats, you're keeping your feet wide apart and your toes pointing out a bit like the knees, following the knees. Your back straight, going down, hands between your legs, and then press up, all focusing on your glutes. Number 16, 6 more to go. Good mornings from the yoga pose, meaning you're leaning forward, you're keeping your knees a bit bent, and your booty goes backwards, if that makes sense. So all the focus on your glutes and hamstrings, not on your back. Moving on to all girls' favorite part to train, the glutes, but you also train your hamstrings as well. First up, the glute bridges, lying on a bench. Moving on to the hip thrusts. And the most important thing here is to try to imagine like you glue your chin to your chest, and then you should try to focus on working from your sternum down to your belly button, because that's like the only part that is supposed to work. It's not the wrong way doing like I'm doing in the beginning here, but if you want it more correct and more focusing on only the glutes, you should try to work only this part. Number 19, kneeling hip thrusts, and this one I only recommend if you don't have any knee problems. So here you're sitting down, you're having the weights on your shoulders, and you can imagine like you're having a tail. So every time you stand up, going up, imagine you're pulling that tail through your legs and making your hips move in front of you. Last but not least, number 20 and 21, the calves. Your calves consist of two muscles actually. you have the internal lower one, the soleus, and you have the external upper ones, the gastrocnemius, which is also called the twin muscles. And you can't spot trade these. You're trading both of them, like when working out the calves, but you can do two different exercises. The one I showed first, which focus a bit more on the lower ones, the internal ones, soleus, and in the second one you're focusing a bit more on the external ones, the gastrocnemius. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day. Please subscribe to my channel and leave a thumbs up. Love you!